Hi to everyone. In this video, let us discuss what are the factors affecting rate of a reaction and what is rate of reaction here. So already in our previous video we discussed that what is rate of reaction. Okay, again let us see that here. First, in a chemical reaction, what happens here? The reactants converts into which one? Products. So like that here, what is the definition we can see? The decrease in concentration of reactants or increase in concentration of products with time is known as rate of a reaction. So now let us consider any one reaction here. That means A gives B. A reactant, B is the product. Therefore, rate expression can be given as minus dA by dt equals to plus dB by dt. Here the minus indicates what? That means a decrease in the concentration of A, and here the plus indicating increase in the concentration of B. So like that, decrease in the concentration of reactant or increase in the concentration of product with the time is known as rate of a reaction. Okay, then in these two different types of rate of reactions are there. What are the different types of rates of reactions here? The first one is average rate. First one is average rate. And the second one is here. That means here average rate means what here? In a period of time. The decrease in rate, that means the decrease in concentration of reactants in a period of time, that is known as which one here? Average rate. Okay, now let us see here. For example, this reactant concentration decreased. This is time. Here this is concentration of reactants. Now 0 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So now in this period of time, the decrease in concentration of reactant is known as which one? Average rate. So the decrease in concentration of reactant or increase in concentration of a product in a period of time is known as which one? Means here average rate. And second one is instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate means what here? At a particular point of time. So see here, this is the concentration and time. Reactant concentration decreases as time increases, but at a particular point of time, here at this time, the change in concentration of reactants or products at a particular point of time is known as instantaneous rate. Now, the average rate and instantaneous rate of a reaction may or may not be equal. Sometimes they may be equal and sometimes they may not be equal. So how we can prove that? Means with a general example. For example, one bus traveled, which one here? 100 kilometer distance from A to B, 100 kilometer distance in 2 hours. That bus reached that destination B in 2 hours. How much distance is there? 100 kilometers. So now what is the average speed of the bus? Means easily one can say 50 kilometer per hour. That is the average speed. That means at every instant that may not have 50 kilometer speed, because in some areas speed breakers may be there, in some areas traffic may be jammed, like that. In some areas that speed of the bus might be 10 kilometer per hour or 20 kilometer per hour, but in some areas nothing is there on the road, means that road is totally empty. That means the bus may travel with 80 kilometer per hour speed also. That means here average speed is 50 kilometers. Sometimes the bus velocity might be 50 kilometers also, or may not be 50 kilometers. Like that, average rate and instantaneous rate of a chemical reaction also may or may not be same. Now, based on this, what are the questions we get here? So what is that question? See here, for example, decomposition of ammonia that takes place like this here. For this, the decrease in concentration with the time represented in a graph. So let it be the graph related to decomposition of ammonia. Now here these are the concentrations: 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and this is time 0, and here the time is 5 seconds, and here the time is 10 seconds, here the time is 15 seconds, here the time is 20 seconds. Now the question is here, what is the rate of decomposition of ammonia in between 15 to 15 in between 10 to 15 seconds? So in between 10 to 15 seconds means 10 at 10 seconds, what is the concentration? 0.6. At 15 seconds the concentration is, okay, at 10 seconds the concentration 0.6, at 15 seconds the concentration 0.2. That means average rate equals to 0.6 minus 0.2, means we can get 0.4. This is the change in concentration. By time period, what is the time period here? 5 seconds. So we can get this 0.08 mole per liter per second. So like that, let us calculate which one here, average rate. So this is regarding average rate and instantaneous rate. Okay, then let us see what are the factors affecting rate of a reaction. So first let us see the factors affecting rate of reaction. So first one is here, let us consider concentration. So how the concentration will affect the rate of a reaction? For example, consider one concentrated sulfuric acid jar, that means vessel, that is A, and in another vessel take dilute sulfuric acid. If we dip any one zinc rod in both of them, in which case dissolution takes place in a fast, that means fastly, means in concentrated sulfuric acid jar. That means here that dissolution of zinc rod we are observing taking place with high speed, in which case means concentrated sulfuric acid. So like that here, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of that reactants. So now what we can write here, R proportional to C to the power N. N means coefficient, stoichiometric coefficient of reactants. Therefore, R is equals to, we can write Kc power N. This equation is known as rate equation or rate expression. What is rate equation? The mathematical equation which gives relation between rate of a reaction and concentration terms of the reactants is known as which one? Rate equation, and in this K is known as rate constant. K is known as which one? Means rate constant. Okay, this is regarding which one here? That factor affecting which one? Rate of reaction regarding concentration. And why concentration affect the rate of a reaction here means, as the concentration increases, the number of molecules per unit volume also increases. Therefore, the number of collisions among reactant molecules also increases. So like that, the number of products formed also increases. So like that, rate of reaction directly proportional to which one? Concentration. And here K is known as rate constant. Okay, then after that here another one is nature of reactants. The second factor which affect rate of reaction is which one? Nature of reactants. So see here. For example, if you consider the reactions among ionic compounds, they takes place vigorously with high speed, because in case of ionic reactions only exchange of ions takes place. For example, HCl plus NaOH, they react to give which one? NaCl plus water. Here just exchange of reactions take exchange of that which one? Exchange of ions taking place. H plus and OH minus, Na plus and Cl minus are exchanging their positions. So due to that, ionic reactions taking place with fast rate. But covalent reactions occur with a slow rate. Why? Because in case of covalent reactions, cleavation and formation of bonds will take place. That means old bonds to be cleaved and new bonds to be formed. That's why these covalent reactions occur with a slow rate. And that too, as the number of bonds to be cleaved and to be formed increases, the rate of reaction decreases, means come down, decreases. So now I give one example here. For that, see what is the example. For example, H2 plus Cl2 gives HCl, 2HCl. For this reaction to occur, one bond present in hydrogen molecule, one bond present between two hydrogen atoms in H2 molecule to be cleaved, means one. Here also one bond. So total how many bonds to be cleaved means two bonds to be cleaved. And if you consider N2 plus O2 gives 2NO. In between two nitrogen atoms, three bonds are there. In between two oxygen atoms, two bonds. So total how many bonds to be cleaved means? How many bonds to be cleaved means here 5 bonds. So that's why what happens here? The rate of this reaction is slow comparatively with which one? H2 plus Cl2 reaction. So like that, when the question given like this, which of the reaction taking place fastly, which of the reaction taking place slowly, means we have to observe which one here? Number of bonds to be cleaved, in which case is less and in which case is more. Okay, now this is regarding which one? Nature of reactants. And one more example is also there. What is that here? Graphite when treated with oxygen at 700 degrees centigrade, we get which one? CO2. And similarly, Diamond when treated with oxygen at same 700 degrees centigrade, we can get CO2. Let it be the K1, let it be the K2. Rate constant for this reaction K1 and for diamond combustion is K2. Now in this case K1 greater than K2. The higher value of rate constant suggests that reactant is kinetically unstable. That means here graphite is kinetically unstable comparatively with which one? Diamond. So like that, this is having highest K1 value for this reaction comparatively with this combustion of diamond. So this is regarding which one here? Nature of reactants. And okay, then the third favorable factor which can affect the rate of reaction, see here, what is that? Means temperature. Temperature is the another favorable factor here. So see what is the effect of temperature here. Generally rate constant K is related with temperature with this Arrhenius equation. K is equals to, okay, now we can write here rate equals to, or we can write rate constant also. K is equals to A into e to the power minus EA by RT. That means here as temperature increases, rate constant also increases. That means here rate is directly proportional to the which one? Temperature. Rate is directly proportional to temperature. And in general, for every 10 degree rise in the temperature, the reaction rate, that means the reaction speed, might be doubled and in some cases tripled. That means rate constant value is doubled or tripled for every 10 degree rise in the temperature. And then one can give that which one? The temperature coefficient. What is temperature coefficient? See here, temperature coefficient is the ratio between two different rate constants. The ratio between two different rate constants differ by 10 degrees centigrade. So that is Kt plus 10 by Kt. So this is known as temperature coefficient. And generally this value is in between 2 to 3. Sometimes it may be 2 or 3 or in between 2 to 3. So this is regarding which one? Temperature coefficient. And regarding this, let us see one problem here in which way we have to solve that. So for example, I give one formula, then we can go for the problem here. What is the formula? K2 by K1 equals to mu to the power delta T by 10. This is the formula to calculate which one? K2 by using K1 and this temperature coefficient value. Here delta T means what is that? Change in temperature. See here, for example, for a reaction at 10 degrees centigrade, rate constant value is 2. And for this reaction, temperature coefficient value is 2. Then at 50 degrees centigrade, what is the rate constant? They give the question like this. So let us use this formula here. We need to determine K2 and K1 value given how much here? 2, and temperature coefficient value also 2. Delta T means change in temperature. 50 minus 10 means 40. So 40 by 10 means we get 2 power 4. 2 power 4 and 2 also we have to send to that side. Therefore K2 equals to 2 power 5. That means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32. That means what is K2 value? Means 32. So like that, we need to find that which one K2 value at some other temperature. So this is regarding which one here, that effect of temperature. Okay, after that another effect, let us see here what is that means here. Catalyst. Catalyst also causes some change in rate of reaction, but catalysts are two types. For example, if you consider this is path of reaction, and consider this as a potential energy. This is without catalyst, this is the path of reaction, and if we use a negative catalyst, this is the path of reaction, and if we use a positive catalyst, this is the path for the positive catalyst. So now here this is called reactants energy, and this is called which one here, threshold energy without catalyst. With positive catalyst this is threshold energy, with negative catalyst this is threshold energy. The difference between threshold energy and reactant molecules energy is known as activation energy. So see here, without catalyst and with positive catalyst, if you compare the energy gap between threshold energy and reactant molecules energy, this is called which one, activation energy. Activation energy is less in case of which one, positive catalyst. That means what here, a positive catalyst decreases the activation energy of reaction, so that more number of reactants overcome this energy barrier and convert into which one, products. So like that, a positive catalyst increases the rate of reaction by decreasing the activation energy. And if you come to negative catalyst, what happened here, this energy gap is more compared to without catalyst. That means a negative catalyst increases the activation energy. Therefore what happens here, rate of reaction decreases. So like that, a positive catalyst increases the rate of reaction with decreasing activation energy. And second one, a negative catalyst decreases the rate of reaction by increasing the activation energy. So this is regarding effect of catalyst. And another one, effect of solvent. A solvent also has some effect on rate of reaction. What is the effect of solvent here? For example, SN1 reaction, unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. For SN1 reaction, protic solvents favor the which one, SN1 reaction. That means protic solvents like water, alcohol, in that presence the rate of SN1 reaction increases, and SN2 reaction is favored in presence of aprotic solvents like CCl4, benzene, like that. Those solvents favorable for the which one, SN2 reaction. And another factor also there, radiation. Radiation means here the some reactions takes place in presence of sunlight. That means with effect of radiation there is increase in rate of reaction. Those reactions are called photochemical reactions. So one example here, methane plus chlorine, in presence of sunlight we can see the formation of a product, methyl chloride plus HCl. But when the reaction carried out in dark, no products are formed. So like that, some reactions rate is affected by which one here, radiation. And also surface area. That means here the reactions in which rate occurs in on a solid surface. Now the rate of reaction is directly proportional to surface area of the solid. That means surface area of a solid also affect the rate of reaction. So these are the factors affecting rate of reaction. Okay, bye.